All right. My name is Mike Over, and I am going to give you guys some great feedback on Funk Robert's good video here on 5 ways to banish that dad bod, which we all know that we do not like. So let's have a listen and let's see what he's got to say here, and I will give you guys my insight.
Hey, it's Funk Roberts from over40alpha.com, and in today's video, we're going to talk about the 5 ways to banish that dad bod. Listen guys, the dad bod is not cool. In fact, it's killing us. When we have that dad bod, that's an indication that we have too much estrogen. Estrogen causes belly fat storage and the man boobs, so we have to do everything to decrease our estrogen. The other thing is estrogen kills our testosterone levels, and testosterone is everything for a man. So in this video, we're going to go through the 5 ways to banish that dad bod, keep estrogen levels low, and get in the best shape of our lives. Let's get it done. Now, the first way to get...
Let's first stop here. Now, before we get into things, he is right that high levels of estrogen can be detrimental to men, but you still need some. And so you've got to appreciate the fact that, yes, while some things like even steroid usage in men and things that can be like obesity can start really dropping estrogen very low, your body still does need some of it to help. So just like females need testosterone, men do need some. So we don't need to get rid of everything, but there's, like context is everything.
Get rid of that dad bod is get rid of the foods high in estrogen. Remember, estrogen is the cause of our belly and our man boobs, so we got to get rid of estrogen.
Again, I hate to stop so quickly, but that's not the only cause. Let's be real. It's because we're not good at pushing our plates away from our mouths. That's a big problem. And also sleep, and also stress, and also kids. It's not just estrogen.
So get rid of things like soy products and flaxseed, alcohol and dairy, mint, licorice, trans fats, and all the bread, pastries, and sweets. Those are things that are causing our estrogen levels to increase. So when you get rid of them, you'll start to see that dad bod go down. Nutrition is going to be key to helping us boost our testosterone levels, helping us boost our metabolism, and again, keeping those other hormones at bay so we can lose weight, so we can burn fat, etc. So what I like to set up is what I call my balanced plate. And I want to ensure that I have all the macronutrients at each meal. So for this one, for every balanced plate, you want to have a source of starchy complex carb, very, very important, a source of healthy fats, which will have the cholesterol that we need, a source of protein, and of course, a source of either vegetables or fruits, depending on the meal or the smoothie. So when you can break down all of those macronutrients, and you have the balanced plate, and you want to be eating 3 meals a day. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, or meal 1, meal 2, meal.
All right, I hate to really burst his bubble, but a couple things come to mind here. Okay, first of all, dairy isn't always the enemy, and licorice actually has been shown to improve gut function and help with reducing stress in a lot of individuals. So there's not a lot of things that you want to be having as far as estrogenic products, as I agree, but some things can go a little bit a long way. Dairy is not the all evil. Now, next, about 3 meals per day. Actually, it's whatever works for your body. There's no set rhyme scheme that is one better than the other. It's you find what works good for you. I find that chronic dieters will do better having a steady flow of more meals throughout the day, but those that are busier, those that tend to overeat might do better with a little bit less. And then again, when it comes to well-balanced plates, there is context here. Sometimes I have clients go into phases where they go into more ketogenic type plans, or they go into more of a carnivore type plan. Maybe they do a Mediterranean balance plan. Again, that all depends on who you are and what goals and lifestyle issues that come into play here. So to say this one thing helps every dad bod is probably a little bit inaccurate.
3, which all will have a carb, a healthy fat, a protein, vegetables, or fruits. And this is what you're going to need in order to lose weight and get into amazing shape. The third way to banish that dad bod is ensuring that you get 7 to 9 hours sleep on a daily basis. You see, if you don't get that 7 to 9 hours sleep, then your cortisol levels rise. When your cortisol level rise, that's when you get that belly, that hard to lose belly fat. So getting the 7 to 9 hours sleep is crucial if you want to get rid of the dad bod.
I do agree there, but you've got to remember who you're talking to. Dads. So remember, dads don't get sleep a lot of times because of kids. So remember that there's context. Now, should we all be able to get sleep? Yes, but does it become problematic if you're dealing with infants and kids under 3 and 5 like I've got? It can be hard. So that's where if you don't have a job that maybe you could take an afternoon 30-minute nap or be able to get into bed earlier, then it becomes hard. Trust me. So sometimes sleep may suffer, but then you have to work on what he does talk about here. Number 4.
Fourth way to get rid of that dad bod is managing our stress, being proactive in managing stress. You see, when we have too much stress, that increases our cortisol levels, and our cortisol levels cause belly fat storage. So doing things like mindfulness and meditation, going for walks and journaling, anything that you can do to help manage stress and being proactive will help you get rid of that dad bod. The fifth way to banish that dad bod is adding metabolic resistance training. You see, metabolic resistance training will help us not only burn calories during, but burn calories after so that we can get rid of that dad bod. Plus, metabolic resistance training also helps us build muscle. The more muscle we have, the more metabolic we are. The more metabolic we are, the more fat we're gonna burn. So use 30-minute total body metabolic workouts 4 times a week to help you get rid of that dad bod. So there you go.
Okay. This is where, okay, Mr. Roberts, I am very sorry to burst the bubble. And I don't like speaking against the grain very often because I'm a kind human being. But you are talking about getting more sleep and reducing stress, but then talking about doing 4 days a week of metabolic circuit training. So the average American, actually over 70% of primary care visits in our country have to deal with stress. So with us stressing the body more, which what metabolic workouts do, you could actually make things worse for dads and their dad bods. I suggest a mixture. I like hybrid training, but also understanding where they are in their program with their sleep, their stress, their nutrition to make sure their workouts fit the bill. So to say that that's how you should do it all the time, negative. I find just more strength training and then sprinkle in your cardio like a kind of side dish sort of thing is the best route there. So Mr. Roberts, I highly want to say I disagree with the last part there.